Here we are, as promised. Like I said I would, I'm going to do the inside the mine video because at least one person requested it on my TikTok. Not on the YouTube video, but on the TikTok. So right here, I'm doing a garage take with my friend, and usually there's someone sitting on that back van, so I wanted to check it out. Now I'm going to drone it. And so my friend is going to push up, and I'm going to drone him up towards the doorway. And so right here, I see Oryx. I give him the comm. I go ahead and shoot the surrogate gate. And I let him know that it's good, and so I push up. So once he's got a sight on the door, I follow up behind him. He says he's swinging to the left, and so I peek down into the office to make sure he's clear, no one swings him from there, and then I see mute, and I start shooting at him, and I continue to shoot because he's there. I'm going to try and pre-fire him if he tries to re-peek me. And so I come out at a different angle so I can possibly get a different line of sight at him, in which I do. I see him, I hit him, and I continue to pre-fire, but I only hit him one time. My teammate pushes up. He lets me know that he's, like, in a fight and whatnot. I see a Rooney, so I just bolt across, try and wall bang. I watch the rotate to make sure she doesn't swing me, and then I hear mute, and then he pushes up on me, and I kill him. Then I check the rotate to see what Rooney's doing, and then there she is, and I kill her. I could hear her with her fucking 3 armor. So right here, I'm just checking around, make sure sight's clear, and then right around here, I notice, or no, I get a comm that someone's in the garage, and it was Oryx, and so I peek him for a little bit, and I start pre-firing right here, and he goes right into my bullet trail. And then so now everyone on my team is just about dying. I do not have diffuser, and so I try and knock out as much intel gatherers for the enemy team as I can. Like right here, I'm about to shoot a camera because I get red ping in just a little bit, and so I go on my drone, and then I figure out where he is. Sorry about that pause. But I figure out where he is, and this is where I get pinged, so I'm watching the rotate to make sure he doesn't ping me or go from there. So I shoot the cam right there. Then I swing just to make sure he's not going to go on me while I'm trying to go on my drone because I'm about to whip up my drone. And so I go up into this corner so that he can't wide swing me because there's a little narrow hallway. So I go back on my drone to create a little bit of a distraction. So I shoot that. I see he's shooting my drone, and then I pre-fire and then headshot him right there. Boom. Easy round. So the next round has begun, and I know they went second floor because my teammate pinged it and gave me the comm for it. And so I go ahead and set my drone up on the balcony because that's where I'm going to be pushing. So I go ahead and check out, make sure top square is clear, make sure no one's going to spawn peek. And so I just leave my drone right here waiting for prep phase to end. And so I go ahead and shoot the cam. And again, with my Brava pick, I'm just going her because why not? And I just wanted to use her gun, give her a little bit of action, you know. That sounded bad. But not like that, not like that. I meant like user, you know what I mean? So right here, I rappel up here. And then I do this little thing right here where I go and like rappel down quick to make sure no one's going to like, you know, shoot at me because I've been killed from there so many times from someone spawn peeking right there, so I do that. And so I break the window, I go ahead and break it open. This is my bad, I didn't give my teammate the comm that I was opening it all the way up. So I go ahead and, once I see he dies, I go ahead and swing, try and wallbang, get the person who killed him, see where they are. And then once I saw he died and all that, and I didn't get anyone through the wall, so this is where I initiate my push. I go ahead and hop back on my drone. Instead of using it for top score, I push through stocks to make sure it's clear. I check it, it's clear. And then so I see that Valkyrie camera, and so I decide to pull out my Brava drone, go up there, and then hack it so I can use it for so me and my team can use it and they can give me comms. But shortly after I hack it, it gets shot. You'll see in a second. But then I check the hall to make sure it's clear. I also check janitor, like the back area of janitor, not the full thing, just to make sure I'm basically clear. Then once I hop in, I start to get wallbang, so I shoot back and try and hit him as well. So I swing the stocks door to make sure that hole right there is clear, no one's on it anymore. And so I push up into that corner because it's most likely the safest place other than a nitro below, which I thought I was going to get nitro. But I realized I was good until nothing happened after a while. Then I see Thunderbird, she shoots my drone, and so I get off immediately. So after my drone is shot, I go ahead and peek that hole right there because Thunderbird thinks that I think she's still in that spot. So she's trying to get up on that hole to catch me while I'm swinging that door. So I know she's going to peek there, so I peek right there, get her, boom, and then she's dead. So right here, I go ahead and check main stairs to see if it was clear. I get spotted, so I check for a Valk cam. I go ahead and shoot it, because that's one of the most common spots in Banks Hall. So right here, I go ahead and check the door, make sure it's clear, quick peek it a couple times just to double check and make sure. I clear that room, then I clear meeting, and I'm looking into janitor to make sure no one's in there, just to double check, see a little basic line of sight. So I push in slowly through the edge of the barbed wire, because if you push in slowly through the edge of the barbed wire, you should be good most of the time. Then I saw him in janitor. When I'm looking, like when I'm ADS, I'm usually like, I have my eyes off to the separate, like a little bit off the site, just a little bit, just to make sure that I don't see anyone and whatnot, which I did. So I went ahead and looked over at him and shot him. So now that I saw that no one's in sight and it's clear and I'm missing diffuser, I push down main stairs towards diffuser. Then I push through here, go ahead and clear the main doorway and main line of sights. So right here, I'm just crouched and I hear Valkyrie shuffling around. So I throw my drone as bait and then wait for her. I hear her swinging, boom, got her, dead. So right here, I go ahead and check the other room. I did not check the other room right there where Oryx was shooting at me from. So I get shot at a little bit, shoot back at him, go back down to reload so I can get a full mag. Then I see him, boom, get him. I do not worry about finishing him because there's no time left, and I know where Doc is, so I just come up, pre-fire, boom, dead, round 1. So this is my third round. I did not go Brava again. I decided to go Nomad to switch it up. I wanted to do a solo push, so I wanted to have some flank watch on me. And so I go ahead and drone out main lobby because I wanted to do a main lobby push. And usually when I drone here, I mainly drone out the bottom floor, like the main area that's like open and whatnot. And so I go ahead and open it up right here once I saw that was clear. And then I go ahead and prop my drone up on the stairs, drive it up just a little bit to make sure there's no cameras of the Valkyrie or whatnot that are on, because we don't know if there's a Valkyrie. Then up here at the top, I noticed Thunderbird just crawling around. I didn't want to shoot to give away my location so I can come up and like sneak up behind her. And so right here, I keep watching it, and I push up the stairs very, very slowly just to make sure. I ping that for my team at the very bottom where she was. And then I hear Vigil coming around in just a second. He's full sprinting across from me. I hit him a couple times, miss, and then get him right there while he's prone. Then I turn around, shoot Doc, injure him, and then while I was finishing off Doc, Thunderbird was right there, came up behind me and killed me. So yeah, that was my round. Did not go that well. This is another round where I did not last in this round. I wanted to go mute because no one on my team was, gonna go wall deny, and none of them were doing that good, so I wanted to bunker down sight. And I go ahead and start to reinforce the walls, because no one else is doing it. I just do like the basic setups that I can on here and just get the main rotates, head holes, and that kind of stuff. And right here, in just a second, I use my mute, not the ones in the wall. I use my mute jammers to like kind of block off janitor. You'll see in a second. I kind of put them like against the rotate so that the drones cannot come in through the rotates, and so that it's clear. And put those down right there. You'll see in a second what I'm talking about with like the jammers on janitor. Like right here, I put this jammer right here so that they can't drive it through the rotate and come in sight with their drone. And it also blocks off the drone hole, I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure. Then I put it on this side so that they cannot get it in through janitor. And so right here, when I try and pick it up to move it a little bit, I get shot through the window, and that was the round. Okay, so this round is a little bit interesting. So right here, I went ahead, and during prep phase, got all the hatches, and then I went on my I activated my ability for Vigil just in case there was a drone up here. And right there, I threw the impact right there instead of just directly on the hatch so that I could have the little metal rafters right there, and so I could get a little cheeky peek if someone tries to come through the door. And because they try and look through the hatch, but I'd be looking through the little metal rafters. And so I just hold that for a little bit on my with my ability active just in case they decide to drone it out. And so right here, I hear gunshots going off at top square from balcony, and I see my teammate has died. So I push up a little bit, wait for the person to swing, boom, got him, dead. And then right here, I just check around to make sure no one else is coming. So I go back on here, and I hear the Habana things going off. So I throw an impact because it would be faster because they were about to blow up. And so I continue to peek the door, and I try and get different angles through the little shelves and whatnot, but I can't. So I just double check the door just to make sure. And then eventually I come right back and peek those metal rafters that I'm showing you about. You'll see in a second. And I'm pretty sure I heard someone up here, so I'm holding it just in case. And I heard a drone get deployed, so I activated my ability, and so they couldn't see where I am. And so I'm continuing to hold that. Then I hear someone below me. And then right there, that's that little cheeky peek that I was talking about. I didn't get to kill him all the way, though, because he backed out. I hit him in the leg a couple of times, though. But there was the drone that I was getting, or that my ability was detecting. So I shot it, and I was just checking around just to make sure. And then in just a second, I pushed downstairs because I noticed that no one's up there. But just in case, I continue to check the hatch to make sure no one else is going to swing from there, so I can get an easy pick or whatnot, so I don't miss out on that. So I activate my ability right here to make sure that I can safely push downstairs without being spotted by a drone. But since I saw that I wasn't getting like any points for like teasing the drone or whatever they call it, I turn it back off to save it and charge it up. So right here, I hear someone, and I hear Sledge like stomping around in an open area. So I slowly push down, and so he swings me right here, and I have my crosshair just at head level waiting for him to swing. And when I see him, I blow his head off right there. And so I'm holding this angle to make sure no one else swings me because I do not know where the last guy is because my teammate was not giving me comms because he couldn't see where the teammate or the enemy was. And so I hold that for just a little bit longer, and then slowly right here my teammates start to die off, and then I finally get the comm that the enemy's in sight. I checked the hatch that was in that office right there. It was still reinforced because I blew up the Habana pellets. And so I was going to try and peek him from there, but I couldn't. So I slowly pushed down blue to try and get the flank off so he wouldn't expect me. And so I'm pushing down slowly because I don't know if he has defuse or not, in which now I do because he planted. I swing him right there. Boom, got him. And he's dead right there. And that was the round. And I defused it, and we won the round. So this round I wanted to go Jaeger because I wanted to get his outro because I thought we were gonna win this round, but spoiler, we don't. But and also Jaeger's just a good pick in general. He's never a bad pick. You can't go wrong with a Jaeger. So I go ahead and put all my stuff down. I'm just messing around with the pistol and whatnot, just shooting it for fun. And so I hear someone rappel on the window to the right, and I'm waiting for him to break the window. And so I come right here just to hold that. I wanted to shoot the speaker so I could hear audio a little bit better. And I heard someone breaking the main doors, like a main lobby, so I hold that for a little bit. And I'm also waiting for that person to break the window, and which right there they did. I tried to peek him through that window right there on the wall, but I couldn't because I wasn't close enough, or I wasn't at the right angle. So I'm waiting for him to come back to that window right there. So I'm just holding it. I hear him breaking the other windows in the other site. But right there, when I see him break that window next to me, I continue to hold this because I didn't know if that was bait or not. So I just continue to hold it. I swing a little bit closer. He wasn't there, but I heard someone behind me on like the balcony. So I push up right there because I was about to get pinched if I stayed there. So I try and run back into the other site. And I noticed there was fire going off, and so someone might have been in there and trying to swing me. So I backed out of there. Then I see someone trying to wall bang through meeting walls. So I do it back and try and pre-fire them back. Then when I go back into the other room, so I get swung by Twitch and then killed. And then we went OT. Okay, so this round I wanted to go Nook, and I wanted to do another main lobby push. So go ahead and open up the barricade, toss down the drone to make sure everything's clear. I drone out. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I drone out those two corners to make sure no one's sitting in there. Then I check around downstairs just to make sure everything's clear. Like I said, I only drone out the main floor so I can just check up there, up on the balcony. And then check the balcony when I go inside. And when I checked the balcony when I went inside, I saw him and then killed him. And so they wouldn't suspect anything, and so I could use that kill as bait. I ran back outside and rappelled up on this window to see if anyone would go back over to where he died at, so I could get a nice little peek, but no one went there, so I just got off the rappel and then ran back inside. And at this point, one of them had already left, so I was just in case, I was playing a little bit cautious, but just checking up on the railing one more time just in case anyone does decide to push back out, like up onto that balcony, checking downstairs because sometimes people like to roam around the stairs. And I saw the camera was on, watching me, go activate my ability, shoot it. And I slowly push up on the stairs just to make sure Alibi isn't up on there just in case. And then right there, the round was won. Boom. Over. Okay, so this round I do a strategical pick with Jaeger because I'm going to do my own little hold. And so I put barbed wire down in that doorway so I can get like a sound cue of when they're swinging me. And so I went ahead and get both hatches right here. That was the second hatch that I did. And then I'm going to run over here and then put down a reinforcement for this wall. And so that, well, mainly so I don't get wall banged. And yeah, I put an ADS down right here so I don't get naded. And then I put barbed wire down. I put it back a little bit too far. I turn around to move it. But I put it right there so that I know if someone's swinging me when I'm about to get, when I'm about to get swung or something like that, if they jump in. And so right now I'm running around to each main entry of open area with ADSs and putting those down so that I don't get naded, flashed, or anything like that. And I'm only putting one down in each spot because if one goes off, then I know that was like a warning thing. I can just be prepared for someone to push through there or something like that. And so right now I'm patiently waiting just to see if I can get any sound cues. And I hear a drone, and right now I'm looking around for it, and I find it right there, and I shoot it. And now I can hear someone breaking open janitor door, and so I'm just holding that angle for now, waiting for someone, and then I'm getting wall banged through the window. So I reposition, and then I pre-fire the window. Someone was there, and I did get a couple shots off. And then right now I can hear someone pushing down through that back door where the metal detector is for open area. So I just go prone so they don't suspect it, and then they didn't. Knocked them, and then finished them off. And so I'm staying prone just so I don't pop up and get like ran in on from someone else if there was someone behind them, but which there wasn't. And so I'm just holding it just in case to be ready. And yeah, just also waiting for sound cues at the same time. Just, yeah. Then I hear someone behind in the other area, so I quick peek it to make sure they're not in the doorway or inside the room already. So I just reposition into a different area, wait patiently for them to swing me. And I didn't get a sound cue from behind me, so I know I'm good. And so yeah, he pushed in, killed him, and then we're good. And then now I hear two other people in down that hall right there. I'm also getting pings and comms. And so I'm just patiently waiting for them to swing in or waiting for them to come through the barbed wire, and while they're in, I can swing them. Right there, he TK'd, and I swung, took advantage of that TK, swung, pre-fired, boom, we won the round, and I won. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please share and spread this video around. I want to help as many people as I can. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.